What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Anime Devil Hunter, and man, what a conclusion to an awesome fight. Boy, what a chapter, man. We finally have finished seemingly what it seems like Yuta and Ryu, and boy, what a phenomenal chapter, man. Sendai Colony has been nothing but heat. I cannot absolutely wait to see Mappa animate this and turn this into a masterpiece for like everyone to enjoy. I can already tell like the choreography in the manga has been amazing, but like the anime, man, you guys know how Mappa be coming. But yeah, guys, man, what a phenomenal chapter. I really enjoyed this chapter. 10 out of 10 for me. Man, where do I even start, man? Well, you know what? Let's say the intro and then, let's do the normal orderly fashion that we do, go from beginning to the end. So yeah, welcome. If you're new to Anime Devil Hunter, welcome. Here on this channel we cover all sorts of dope anime and manga related content, weekly reviews, ability to explain videos for Jujutsu Kaisen, and more. So definitely subscribe and join the channel. Drop a like if you end up enjoying the video, or definitely comment down below and let me know what you thought of the chapter. With that being said, let us begin. So we get this doll cover page with Rika on the cover holding a doll of Yuta and a doll of herself as a cursed spirit, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. I love it. We get the words on the side that she loves him after death and she loves him in the afterlife. The form of love stays with him by his side. Absolutely phenomenal. So we start the chapter off with some narration, and the narrator's talking about blast of cursed energy and whatnot. And he says, such an accurate and high-powered blast of cursed energy can only be released when Rika is fully manifested. But even then, its maximum power is slightly inferior to Ishigoori's. You know, Ishigoori, he has a natural knack for that. The narrator says, quickly accumulating cursed energy and attacking before Ishigoori reaches its maximum power should have been the only option. But Ishigoori's 400 years of desire and smoldering gaze resulting from that, unlocking something that perhaps could never have found the will to fight again, Okatsu's heart. So yeah, the first page are awesome. We start off with a well-drawn double spread, and boy, like people always complain about Gege's art, but like, come on, we gotta hand it to him. Like throughout this fight, the art's been up there. Like, you feel me? Like, it's been really good. So yeah, phenomenal double spread, and it just looks absolutely amazing. Then we get a whole bunch of double spreads actually throughout this chapter, and they're all well drawn. So yeah, moving on. Yuta, he gets ready to do his shot of cursed energy, send out a full blast, and he says just this once. So both him and Ryu do it, and we get this, I don't know, cursed energy blast clash, sort of like Cell's Kamehameha and Gohan's Kamehameha, and just looks absolutely phenomenal. Ryu actually ends up sending like a crazy huge blast, and he's like, this is so sweet, Okatsu. Ryu's just having the time of his life. He continues to blast, and he says, that's it, let's continue this as many times as we can. Ryu really lives up to the ideal past sorcerers, the sorcerers that live to fight and die in combat. Like, Ryu is literally the living embodiment of that. So definitely glad to see that. And as we saw, at the end of the chapter, he got what he wanted. So really great fight, So yeah, Yuta manages to bounce back up and run straight towards Ryu. As he runs towards Ryu comments on how Yuta propelled himself along with the shockwave, and that Rika on her own can shoot too. So he's dealing with two things at once. You're dealing with Yuta, you gotta deal with Rika, right? But Ryu says, however, whatever you can do, I can do it too. He then thinks to himself, the power is slightly weaker. You down with me during the domain expansion, but even if it's you can't recover properly anymore. It's over. He then does his blast Grand Knight. We then get the words, Okatsu's technique had already fully recovered. And that's when we see Yuta actually managed to steal Uro's cursed technique. And he actually propels Ryu's Grand Knight blast to him, and it actually ends up hitting him. But we're gonna get to that later. But yeah, for the time being, Yuta's technique recovers, and he starts manipulating the atmosphere and whatnot. And Ryu starts thinking to himself, just now that was Uro's technique. I doubted he was simply a cursed speech user in the first place, thinking that big thing Okatsu might have had different techniques, but I was wrong. Okatsu's technique is mimicry. However, there should be strict conditions, right? When was it? When did he fulfill the condition? Was it something I didn't notice? Unless there's a condition. He thinks back to when Rika actually bit off Uro's arm, and he like, was it then? And that's when Yuta hits Ryu with a thin ice missile. And boy, Ryu's gushing out blood everywhere. Technique looks absolutely phenomenal. And if that wasn't enough, Rika comes in and, pounds Ryu on the head with her huge fist. And then that's when Ryu thinks to himself, 5 minutes, the connection between Rika and Okatsu is ended. So at this point, in the chapter, we're about to get straight hands, you feel me? So Ryu goes ahead and he knocks Rika away, And we get the narration: a hit that was difficult to deal with, even fully manifested. Rika has reached her limit. You know, Rika is done at this point. So at this point, you know, we getting straight out hands. You know, Yuta and Ryu going hand to, like, them boys is going at it, man. Like, but I'm not gonna lie, Yuta's giving Ryu that work. Like, yo, Yuta got them hands for real. And while, you know, Ryu's getting his ass beat, he says out loud, "I had no idea you still had leftovers even after using all your strength. This is dessert," and the two just go really at it. Yuta ends up grabbing Ryu's jacket, and he says to Ryu, "Here's the spot." And that's when Ryu's Granite Blast comes crashing onto him. Remember, as I said earlier, Yuta used Uro's technique to propel Ryu's Granite Blast onto him. And, you know, at this point, Ryu got hit by his own thing. So he ended up actually costing himself. And, you know, Ryu was on the ground, whatnot. At this point of the chapter, he's all burnt and whatnot. He says, "This is my..." Ryu realizes how... He basically gives us an explanation as to how Yuta was able to do that. And he thinks to himself, using Uro's curse technique, he changed the trajectory back to where I was. He says, "Thank you, I'm full now." And we get this nice, awesome, dope smile from Yuta. And then, as you guys remember last chapter, there was a full course meal when Yuta and Ryu was getting ready to have their one-on-ones. But now at the end of this chapter, the plates are empty. So, finish the meal with no regrets. That's the words that we get. And I absolutely love the ending of this battle. Like, boy, bro, the Sunday colony was absolutely heat, man. Like, I can't wait for, you know, anime-only watchers to get to witness this. I can't wait for manga readers to see this animated. But, you know, even just like reading this whole fight, it was a phenomenal experience. I gotta be honest, man. It was a really great. It was really fun, you know. I'm curious to see are we gonna get it confirmed that Uro is out too? Because usually when somebody dies in the Culling games, a Kogane appears and says, "Oh, Yuta Katsu has been awarded 5 points." But I don't know, is the Kogane, is it a bit of delay, or like is she gonna get back up? Like, how are we gonna do things, you know? But anyways, man, with the Yuta and Ryu fight, I have to be honest, I'm completely satisfied, and I love the way, you know, Ryu just accepted his loss, and he took it like a man. You feel me? He got what he wanted, and it was just a phenomenal conclusion. So I saw a lot of people pointing out on Reddit I don't know how to pronounce the subreddit for Jujutsu Kaisen when people usually go to talk about stuff, but yeah, I saw people complain about how they feel like Yuta's trying to carry the burden on himself. I just want to address that real quick before I end the video. You guys have to remember, Yuta acknowledges the fact that he even said it. You know, he even said it when we first began the Sunday colony. Everybody's mentally exhausted from Shibuya. You know, we have the whole thing with Yuji, you know, losing control. You know, Gojo getting sealed. Yuji killing a whole bunch of people, even though that was Sukuna. Maki getting burnt and whatnot, having to go through all that with the Zenin clan. You know, Megami, he's tired as well. Everybody's tired, you know. Shibuya, so many casualties, you feel me? You know, before Gojo left, you remember during the curse painting arc, Gojo went to see Yuta. He said, "Yo, if something happens to me, like, I don't trust you to take care of everything while I'm gone." So Yuta feels obligated that he has to. Now, I am hoping that Maki comes in and pulls him over and be like, "Hey, you know, you don't have to do this all on your own. Don't, you know, try to carry the burden too much," just like how she did in Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0. Definitely ship those two. I'm not even a shipper. But yeah, but you guys have to understand. You guys have to understand why Yuta is trying to do all this. You know, so I'm definitely gonna make a video on that probably sometime next week, considering we have a break. But anyways, man, it was a dope chapter. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the chapter as well. Drop a like if you did. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Phenomenal, action-packed, well drawn, and it was just a treat, man. But anyways, definitely subscribe for more content. It is your boy Anime Devil Hunter, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Have an awesome day.